What's going on, y'all? Oh, Lord. Y'all excuse my voice, cause it is the Monday after homecoming week, and yeah, my voice is just about lost. It's just about gone. I had a good time, honey. I'm tired. I tell you, I'm tired. Oh, Lord. Let me tell you something. Yeah, if y'all don't know, I don't go out like that. I'm more of a homebody than anything. Is it squirrel or cat? Squirrel or cat? One of them, I saw a tail squirrel. He up in the trees now. But I don't go out like that. I don't smoke at all. I barely drink. That ain't really my thug thistle. But when I do go out, or when it's homecoming, I'm finna act a dog. He starts hearing these strange noises. So, needless to say, from just about all last week, the festivities started last Sunday. They had a gospel explosion and some of the stuff earlier in the week. I didn't participate in those things, but as the weekend got closer, I participated in a lot of that stuff. They did the Amazing Race, the Grambling edition, and you had enter for $10, had a chance to win $1,000. So I did that, and they had alumni party Friday night, but they had day parties all day long Friday, pep rallies, all that stuff. They had some other stuff up in the week. Candid conversation with the president, stuff like that. That stuff was low key. That stuff was just, you just go and listen and ask questions or whatever. But then, like I said, Friday night, alumni party. That was a late night, well, early morning. Then game day was all day shenanigans. From mimosas and stuff in the morning to the parade, to another day party, tailgating, cook-off, brunch, some more stuff, all that before the game. Then the game, then after the game, it was another concert. Now, see, I ain't mentioned all them concerts and all that stuff that they had going on. I ain't mentioned all that. Because a lot of the concerts, I didn't go to none of the concerts and stuff. It wasn't artists that I wanted to see. It was artists, for these young folks. Like the rappers, I don't even know who the rappers. But like, for instance, I think one year Grambling did have Glorilla. Because Glorilla done hit a lot of the HBCUs. Because I know she went to Bethune and I think she went to FAM too. But, these little people, K. Michelle and... these little people, who is it, Jacques, whatever, and Jay Howell, and whoever the hell else, these little peoples. But I didn't go to none of that stuff. I do want to throw this out there, though. If you do have children college age, please don't overlook, because it was quite a few people at Grambling Homecoming that they go to PWIs, but they come to our school for the events for homecoming and stuff, because PWIs overwhelmingly are not going to have anything for black people to do. It's going to be everything for the white students if they do anything. PWIs don't really do homecoming the way we do homecoming. Think about that before you send your children off somewhere, because a lot of times if they don't enjoy being in school, and I don't just mean educationally wise, because I'm going to be honest, a lot of people not going to fall in love with the classroom. But if you like it socially and entertainment wise, you're more likely to stay. That's the one thing they don't tell you. HBCUs have higher graduation rates among black people. And I know you're going to say, well, the whole school black. Yeah, it's true. But still, if PWIs was really doing what they were supposed to be doing, they would graduate more blacks. They tend to graduate more whites because whites is used to corny culture. Black people not. So, when you at school and you like, oh snap, so and so coming for homecoming and things of this nature, that make you want to stay in school. Like, it may sound frivolous, but you have to understand, these college kids, they not just in the classroom. They are living lives as young adults, and young adults want to have a good time. You see what I'm saying? So try to be cognizant of those things, and don't always just send your kids somewhere you know, where they may or may not enjoy themselves, because it's harder for them to stay. I have a hard time graduating at all. My cousins that went to PWIs did though, and they was always trying to show up at my homecoming. But needless to say, yeah, y'all, I had a good time, honey. All day Saturday, all day after the I didn't go to the step show, the Greek show, and all that stuff. But they had all the Greek show, comedy show, talent shows. They had all that stuff. The alumni had their own talent show. What else did we do? I've been doing so much. Let me see. Oh, after the game, they always do a late night breakfast, and then they did a midnight casino. So we was just going from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. It was wild. So, and then Sunday we had campus cleanup, and a lot of people don't help with that, but I always help with that because I think you should have pride in your campus. And after it's filthy for homecoming, I think you should at least try to help clean it up a little bit. Don't leave it to be so filthy after homecoming. But yeah, y'all, so that's why my voice is kind of toe up in a mess. But so that's what I was doing the past few days. I'm tired. I'm back to the house, but first thing in the morning, time for me to get back out here and get back on a couple of things that I got going on out here. So checking on, mind you, I want to tell y'all that I sowed quite a few seeds, and I'm going to sow more seeds. These were the 3 trays, and I don't think I've posted the video yet of me doing these trays. If y'all want to see me sow this stuff, and of course I can't remember what I was talking about. If y'all want to see me a video of me talking and sowing seeds, let me know. If not, I'm not going to post the video. I'm definitely going to post this video. So y'all let me know if y'all want to see that. And I have more sugar snap seeds that I need to sow. I have a ton of them in here. So I'm going to find something and sow these in. Maybe I'll get these pots over here and I'll sow a certain amount of sugar snaps in each little thingy thing. That may be what I do. Or I may use these small stackables. That might be an option as well. Yeah, because that way I could water them a little bit more easily. And I could show y'all how to use the small stackables to do your stuff. Some of this look a mess over here. Some of this look good. So this is all stuff that I sold. You can see some of it didn't make it. Some of it looks a mess. This is probably gonna be fine. But you see some of them, they just didn't do too good. But some of them look fine. Most of these look okay. That I transplanted. So that's that. I'm gonna water them. And then I sowed some more stuff in here once again if y'all want to see the video. And this is a few things that has come up. I sowed some more stuff over here. I need to water all these onions and stuff. I need to water all of this stuff. So, but like I said, if y'all want to see me do that, tell me and let me know, and I will do that. But right now, I think I'm finna sow some sugar snap peas and show y'all how to do that. But shoot, I think I'm gonna have to scrounge up some pots and stuff that's got some soil in them. Look at me over here looking. Y'all ought to see how I'm looking. But yeah, I'm gonna have to scrounge up some pots that got some soil in them. And we're gonna have to go from there. Here's some. I see some pots over here. See, constantly be going through your pots. Cause see, I got 2-3 pots right there with soil in them. And I probably got a couple in here. Not many, but probably a couple. But these the ones I'm talking about. I'm showing y'all me. That's crazy. These the little tiny things, and people's asked me what you could do with these. These are great for starting seeds if you don't have a lot of space, because you can stack them and they don't take up as much room, and they're small. And then when your stuff get to a decent size, you can when it's small and your stuff get to a decent size, you can get it out of there real easily. So let me take y'all with me and show y'all what I'm talking about this soil. I believe this is chamber bitter. It is. See those little seeds on the back? Chamber bitter. But yeah, y'all go through your pots. You probably got pots somewhere with soil. I reuse all my soil. I've never had an issue reusing soil. People be talking about, solarizing and sanitizing. And I didn't know plants needed a sterile environment to grow in. I didn't know plants only grow in hospitals. So, I know somebody gonna say, "Oh, she's slick mouth." Yep, sure am. I embrace it. Y'all see how I'm getting that? Some of y'all be playing games. Y'all don't be getting out of your soul. I'm gonna get every crumb. Every crumb. Get it out. And like I said, these pots, when you get your little clearance stuff, if those pots are still good, don't throw those pots out. Use those pots. You see all this soil? You got to reclaim your soil. Now, yeah, could I go over can I go? Y'all, wait a minute. Can I go over in my piles with my worm casting and all that different stuff? Sure can. I sure could go right over there and dig up some more compost and stuff like that. But I'm gonna empty out these pots first. And then you also have pots that have leaves on them sometimes, and you don't notice them for a long time, and them leaves go to breaking down and stuff, and that stuff turn into soil. If you got pots that had a whole bunch of leaves in them and stuff, leave that stuff. The worms will get in there and break that stuff down. And that stuff will be soil. If you got a bucket that leaves fell in, pots that leaves fall in, or if you rake up leaves, put your leaves over in a pot over the whole winter and just let them break down. And that's soil. You see what I'm saying? So it's ways to do. And see them tomatoes? See how them leaves fell in there? See, I could just leave that. Now I'm gonna show y'all for real. See this? This edge. All of that's leaves, right? But look at this. That was leaves too. That's a little bit of soil. Now see, imagine if I had this full of leaves, just chock full. And I'm gonna beat all that little soil out of there too. All that little soil, and I'm gonna get some of these leaves up and that little piece of wood. Because I do want this for the most part to be kind of fine. But y'all see what I'm talking about? Be resourceful. Be resourceful, okay? And those big pots that your trees come in, surely don't throw those pots away. You can use those pots for all kinds of things. Little nurse pots and all kinds of stuff. Those larger pots, just because you see me with trays and different things, you don't need all that stuff. This is years and years of accumulating and collecting gardening stuff. But you don't need all this stuff. You really don't. You can do this. I'm sorry, y'all, I pressed the wrong button. But you can do what I'm finna do with the simplest of tools. Okay? So I said this in the other video that I told you. I said, tell me if you want me to post it or not. My sugar snap peas, I'm gonna sow them instead of direct sowing. I got a rock in there. Y'all bear with me while I fill this up. And this is just a Dollar Tree. It come with the tray. It come with the sails, the tray, and it had a top too. But honey, don't ask me where that top at. I don't know where that's at. I lost that top some time ago. Press this down, make sure they full. And just kind of smooth that over. And this is 6 on one side, 6 on the other. So this is 12 cells. So where I want to grow my sugar snaps, y'all know I still have those peppers and all of that stuff in those spots. Okay? So this go round, I'm going to start my sugar snaps in these cells until a frost or something comes and I have room for the sugar snap. Now, do I have a couple of places I probably could plant them? Yeah. So that's that tray done. Yeah, I do have a couple of places where I could plant them. But for now, we're gonna roll with what we got. So like I said, I'm gonna show y'all how to use these little ones. But I'm also gonna have to give me something pointy, y'all. I gotta give me something pointy. Cause I gotta poke a hole in these. These are brand new, never been used. I gotta poke a hole in them some kind of way. Let me find me something that's got some dirt in it. So this is just plastic. So you don't wanna go crazy, cause it's just plastic. And what I'm gonna do is, I found a screw. I found me a screw. There we go. And I'm not gonna poke too many holes in this because here's the thing. If I see I need more holes, I'll poke more. But ooh, excuse me. I usually sneeze in 3s. Watch. Another one gonna watch. It's because I don't never sneeze like that in 2s. Anyway, I find that these kind of can dry out on you kind of fast, so I'm gonna start with 1. If I end up needing more than 1 hole, I'll put more than 1. But you put your holes how you think you need them, okay? Because you can always come back and add more. But if you've put too many, you've just put too many. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you probably could try to seal them up or something. Child, when I tell you, when I tell you, I have done that before, put too many holes, and I wish I hadn't have done that. But how have y'all been enjoying the fall? Has the fall been treating you all decently thus far? Ugh. Y'all, and as usual, y'all know my which comments is cutting up. Now I could just put 3, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 in each little spot here. I don't think that'll be too much for right now. I think I can get away with 2 in each one, and that'll be 6 plants per little thingy thing here. Okay, so that's 1 done. And as you can see, real simple, people, real simple. And I just thought about it. I have some more pots. Y'all, there's so many squirrels out here. Y'all can't see them. I don't mind me as a Lord have mercy. Toot my horn off camera. Anyway, there's so many squirrels out here. Because as I'm sitting out here, I don't know if y'all can hear all them footsteps. I can hear them. And it's unnerving because a person like me, you know, you be looking, you be like, I knew that was something. I knew that was a rock or something. Anyway, I do try to get the big rocks out. You have rocks in your stuff sometimes, but it's not terrible. But I try to get the big ones out. Because that one was pretty big. It was like an inch across on each side. But yeah, y'all. So at homecoming, and I want to mention it, I went to our digital library open. So Grambling has the very first digital library of any HBCU, and I think the only one in Louisiana, I think. And I know a lot of people gonna be like, digital library. So let me tell y'all, I said the same thing. So when I was in college, I spent a lot of time in the A.C. Lewis Memorial Library. Let me say this right quick. Grambling only has a few buildings on campus named after white people. Our library is one of the few. The other ones were T.L. James, T.L. James, T.H. Harris, Jewett, which is the dorm, was named after a white person as well. I think those are the only white people. I don't think there are any other buildings named after white people. And understand that if you're on a black campus and the buildings are named after a white person, that white person must have really done something to deserve their name on the buildings, because we're not big on naming buildings after white people. Not saying it's, I mean, like I said, it's good white people out there, and there are people who fought for the cause just as hard as black people. But let's be honest, there are few and far and wide in between when it comes to white people that fight for black institutions and black culture and black civilization as a whole. So that being said, A.C. Lewis, I can't remember if he gave the money for the library. I think that's what it was. I think he gave the money for the library, because there was a point in time we did not have a library. That was years and years and years, long time ago. Anyway, they tore that library down. I'm not going to get into why, how, where, because that's a long discussion on, because I hate getting into this stuff because, like I said, most black people, unfortunately, still are sending their children to PWIs, not understanding the detriment that lives in that. But long story short, there were decades of Grambling having leaders who I believe were dead set on closing the institution. Grambling is not the only institution like that. There are a lot of HBCUs like that. If you dig deep enough and you look deep enough into the politics of it all, you do have black people who are chaotic in the black community, and they're trying to close and tear down everything that we have. And like I said, you would never get me to say that white institutions are completely and totally better than HBCUs. You will not get me to say it, because there's a lot of things that go into that a lot of people don't even understand. But as far as spiritually, intellectually, and visually, because people don't understand when you send a kid to a school and all they see is white PhDs, and I'm not saying that they don't think that they can do it, but it hit different when you see, because when I went to school, when I went to college, that was the first time that I saw more than 80 PhDs that were black in one place. You know what I'm saying? Are there black PhDs? Of course. Are there black doctors? Of course. But you tell me, just like if you go on Meharry campus, you tell me where you can find all those medical doctors at the top of their field clustered up in one spot. And they'll all talk to you and benefit you and better you and tell you how you can do it too. And you look at them and it's no excuse, because you see people that look like you doing exactly what you want to do, and it doesn't seem like that far-fetched of a dream. So like I said, our library, we had, like I said, we had decades of some leadership that was corruptive, and they were doing some things that were jeopardizing the university. And so long story short, the old library fell in disrepair, and it was no longer safe for students to be in it. There were some water issues, leaking and things of that nature, which contributed to mold growing and stuff like that. It's not safe for the students to be in it, so the decision was made to close the library. I think the library was built in the 40s, I think it was built in the 40s, I think, like the late 40s, early 50s. Anyway, and long story short, the university decided to build a new library. But anytime Grambling puts something new on campus, we have the type of leadership now that believes in Grambling. They went to Grambling, they love Grambling, and they wanted to do something cutting edge, so they decided to do a digital library. But then we had some issues with the digital library. The contractors, see, that's another thing that's corrupt. And this isn't just at black institutions, because I found this out recently. When you take a bid for a contractor to build the building in the state of Louisiana, you have to take the lowest bid. That doesn't matter what school, white or black. It doesn't make sense to me. You get what you pay for. Why do you always have to take the lowest bid? That's crazy to me. So we were forced to take the lowest bid, and the contractor got the building done, but it was not done correctly. You see what I'm saying? You get what you pay for. But why would the state make a law where you have, I don't get in there. See, but you see what I'm saying? You're fighting a losing battle. So, and this is why I understand why some institutions are private, but then you have battles with that too, because the private institutions often have it worse. Look at Morehouse and Bethune, but we don't get on that. Anyway, so the library got completed, but they still couldn't open it. So we went some years without the library opening, like 2 years over when it was supposed to open. But if they opened it a few months ago, and at homecoming they gave tours, and when I tell you, I have never been in a more beautiful library. Oh my God. I was so impressed with the library. And I'm so happy for the students, because they will actually have a library to do what they need to do. You know, like I said, I spend a lot of time in the library. I know you're gonna say digital library. So the digital library, how many of y'all been to the library and you want to check out a book and it's already checked out? But check this out. So supposedly, I don't work there, so I can't tell y'all the details, but supposedly all the old books that were in the old library, they were able to put them in a digital format. So you basically scan them or whatever, and I think they turn them into PDFs or whatever, but it's a digital format. Every single book was scanned. They will have the physical copies of the books, but the physical copies of the books will not leave the library. Like I said, how many times you've been to the library, want to check out a book, somebody's already got it. Well, when you have it as a digital copy, you can lend out infinite numbers of that book. You see what I'm saying? So you're not getting the physical book, you're going to get the digital copy, which is what these kids want anyway, because they want to look at it on their phone, on their tablets, on their computers or whatever. But if somebody, it doesn't matter if somebody's, like if you only got 5 copies of that book in the library, it doesn't matter if they're all, because they can't all be checked out because it's digital. So for those that don't really understand how a digital library works, that's kind of how it works. And like, if you know anything about libraries, you couldn't check out the encyclopedias. There were certain things that you could only look at inside the library, and they were not to leave the library. Those were digitized as well. So if there's any encyclopedias or anything that you need to look at, you do not need to be in the library to look at it. The kids got an app on their phone, and they can access all of the library resources without actually having the physical books, without actually having to be in the library, as long as they're a student. It also will be a resource for the community. That library serves as the like the municipal library as well for the town of Grambling. So yeah, I was glad to go see that. And it's a beautiful building with balconies and all kind of stuff, child. And so that was fun to go see that, and it was absolutely beautiful, absolutely. So because I almost didn't want to leave. I told them people, I said I may have to come back and come sit down and read some stuff. They had beautiful furniture in there. Like they had like little hangout spaces, chill spaces, study rooms. All the furniture was super comfy. Like these kids, they got it freaking made up in here. Where we used to have to, when we used to have to research for stuff and try to get the books, we used to have to fight. The people be done checked out all the books, you can't get them. You got to wait till they bring them back. The people won't bring the books back. Oh, it was a mess. So yeah, that was good to see that they finally got that open. And now the students have that resource, and then they have broken ground on some more stuff. We got some kind of new building coming, which I'm going to be honest and tell y'all, because like I said, HBCUs are not perfect, and my alma mater is not perfect. That falls into it. But what we do is we try to, well, as an active alumni, I pay my money. I'm active. We try to hold our institution to a higher standard. There's some things that need to be fixed ahead of this building that they're breaking ground on. I don't mind the new, what they're breaking ground on, but they need to, it's some other things that need to be addressed that needed to be addressed a long time ago. But you know, we'll work and try to get those things done. But needless to say, it was fun to go back and see everybody and hoop and holler. I danced almost 2 or 3 days straight. Oh Lord, I knew I had been somewhere when I got to the house, and I was sore. I said, this don't make sense.